Now if you see this paragraph, you get some guidance from here. For example, you could just explore how this paragraph is written, how the ideas are connected, and what are the main argument this paragraph has brought with us, right? So it is talking about the tools, and it is also adding the you could see these benefits are coupled with concern. So it is also talking about the challenges, right? So now based on this paragraph, you could write your own paragraph. So you got the idea what should you cover in this paragraph. Now you could just simply write it, the benefit of the AI and its use in various spaces in academic writing and the ethical challenges. So your paragraph will be ready with your own words, and you could just use these citations in your writing. That is very easy, right? So if you download this entire research paper, you could just directly download it in Word document or a PDF or a LaTeX file. So whatever in what format you want, you could just directly download it. You need to just read those headings and the structure and get the idea and develop your own writing. So you cannot use it directly because it will be academic misconduct. So that is an unethical because that would be not your own text. You need to just get inspiration and the guidance from these paragraphs, what you need to cover, and you could just write it in your own words. And if you don't like any claim or any statement that is not relevant, and you find that one is complicated or that is not related, you could just skip that one. And if you want to add something new by searching some more information, you could add it accordingly. So this is how you could develop a comprehensive and a strong literature review in your academic writing. So these are some other tools as we have limited time, so I'm not going to cover them. So I will provide you slides. You could read them and try them on your own, right? So the next, let's see what we have. The next topic is, so the data analysis, that is very important topics. Uh, so just a short recap, we started with finding research gaps, then outlining our research or thesis. Then we just started conducting literature review. Now we have data analysis with AI. So can we use AI in data analysis? So that is an important question. Yes, we can use because there are some paid tools which we normally can't subscribe because of the challenges. Being the developing economies, we don't have databases, we don't have other uh, subscription or the financial support to explore those, right? But we could use AI in analyzing our data. We could analyze our quantitative data. We could also analyze qualitative data with the help of AI. So we have some tools here. The first one is ChatGPT, how we could use ChatGPT in academic writing now, or the data analysis. Just for example, if I go here, I have some tables already generated. I will use those table to just let you know how we could use them. For example, this is a table. I will just copy this one and I will paste it into ChatGPT, and there's a short prompt I generated already. So if I copy this prompt, or if you don't want to copy this prompt, just simply write it here. For example, you just write, let's say I just want to analyze this table and make interpretation, right? So if I click this one and give this command, so we can get the result from ChatGPT. So the ChatGPT is generating our result. So for example, it shows that this is the descriptive summary, total responded, average age, average rating, rating analysis, high rating. 60% people says they like your product, and some people says average, and 20% says they are not satisfied with the service. So these are the recommendation patterns. So this is the entire analysis of the table, right? Otherwise, if we do this manually, we make lots of mistakes, and we do not get that much accurate result, right? So now if I just ask ChatGPT to convert these analysis into pie charts. Let's see, can we make charts from this analysis? So Kaisar, how many time we have?
Oh, I think. Do you have any other, responsibility?
No, I'm free. Can we take 30 minutes more?
Yeah, okay, no problem. We can do it. No problem.
Yeah, that would be great. So I will be just covering the remaining thing.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. No problem. So interesting, ChatGPT has generated pie charts for us. So let's say if we are just making a report and we got a table or Excel sheet and we want to make these pie charts, then we do not need to worry about going to Excel sheet and inserting the table, inserting pie charts and making the alignment, these kind of things. So it made our work much easier. We need to just copy these charts and add into your research paper, right? So this is how we could use ChatGPT in data analysis, quantitative data analysis. For the qualitative data analysis, we have another tool that is called Target. Maybe some people are aware about in vivo, which is a AI, which is a tool used for thematic analysis and coding, but that is paid, right? But Target is the replacement of in vivo, which is free and open source. So this is the next tool. And the Borium, we also have Borium. I will just come to Borium later on. Let's go to Target, how we could use Target, right? So just go to Target, right? Target. So try Target here, try it here. So you need to register if you have not already. I have already registered, so I will directly go to login.
Yeah, I have a question. All the tools that you are logging is all a paid or free version?
Mostly they have free versions, but
Uh,
they also have a premium version. You could use some features free and the
Okay.
advanced feature with pay. But the target is completely free. You do not need to pay for this one. And the
Okay. Thank you
consultants
so
as
much.
well. And the answer this AI is free for 30 days. You could use it. And if 30 days trial ends, you need to try with another email. You will get another 30 days that will
Yeah, I
start
think I
coming.
think we can use
Yeah.
we can use by using different email.
Yeah. You
Okay,
can.
okay, okay.
Anyways, so this is how we target look likes. Let's say you have conducted some interviews. Now you want to analyze them. So for the interview analysis, we normally use thematic analysis. In thematic analysis, there are different approaches. So some people use three-stage thematic analysis. Some people use six-stage thematic analysis. That depends which one are you comfortable with, right? So for example, we are using thematic analysis, but the first step of the thematic analysis is coding. We need to code our entire document or the transcript. So we cannot directly make analysis without coding, right? So we need to create a new project. So what is the name of the project? For example, AI tools in research. So you need to write something about this paper explores how AI could be used in academic writing, right? So just create this one. So as you created your project, now we need to come to highlight. or you could directly add a document. For example, we have conducted some interviews and we want to just thematically analyze or make coding up our document. Let's say any example here, for example, so if we have any transcript here, so we could use it as example. Let's say we have this one. So this is a document, I don't know, but we will use this one as example, right? Import. So this is, it says it is error. I think it is a PDF, so it will just only take Word document. So we will be trying something AI and creativity. Yes, choose this one. Import. Now, so we have a short transcript. For example, we have conducted some interviews, and this is the transcript now. So how AI help in creativity, right? So once you have uploaded your document, you need to create tag. For example, you develop three research questions in your paper and you want to address them. For example, the first is uh, what is the role of AI in academic writing, right? So you will create role of AI in writing, say, right? Next, you will create another tag, for example, that is impact of AI on creativity, right? So you will create another tag, for example, challenges of AI, for example, right? So you create another tag. So now we have three tags. We will create this one, and you will delete this one. So this is not related to us. So now we have created three tags. So these are basically our three research questions, and we are going to address in our research article, right? So let's say if I read this transcript, for example, the integration of artificial intelligence into education has increasingly influenced student engagement and creative process, right? So I know this text is about student creativity. So I will just highlight this one and where I want to edit. So we have three tags. So this one is impact on creativity. So as this text is about AI and its role in creativity, I will just add this one here and save and close. So this text is being saved to it. Now we need to read our entire document and just keep transferring these text into the desired research question section or the code, right? So these are basically the code we have created. So in this way, you could analyze your qualitative data and generating themes based on the similarity of the codes, right? So this is how target works. Next, we have the Borium. So let's go to Borium and see what it is and how it works. Actually, Borium is a Chinese tool which is very powerful, which is very interesting features. So you could use them and it help you in writing your research and getting the resources for your paper and connecting with the journals and as well as the scholars in your field. So once you open the Borium, you will get this interface. So, for example, you want to search something, academic search or new chat. For example, I'm writing a paper. I'm writing a paper on role of AI in academic writing. Conduct a comprehensive literature review for me. So if I click this one, so the Borium will generate some result for us. You can see it is just says that It is searching 170 million papers. So this is very powerful. So it is just creating the database for us and just scanning the documents across multiple platforms. So you can see it has generated outline for us, and that is a comprehensive literature review. So the another good thing about Borium is it will provide you the charts and the theoretical frameworks used in the paper. So you could get an idea what were the paper and how they use the theoretical framework and how I could just amend those theoretical framework and develop my own. So this is the way we could use Borium. Let's say if you want to explore it further, there is a library option. You could just add your targeted papers and the journals. Let's say you are a student of computer science, you will click computer science, right? If you are a student of education or economics, whatever you want, you could just click this one. So now this is the list of computer science topics. For example, which topics are you interested? Let's say I am interested in automation and control system. I will click this one. So now you can see it has just given me the top class journals which emphasize on my research area. Now I do not need to be worried about which journal I should focus. I will just write my research paper and submit it any of these journals. So these are very good journals, very high impact factor journals you could see. So you can subscribe these journals and you could check their articles and you will save them into your library if you want. So if you want to search the scholars, for example, in your field, so there are multiple scholars and they have profile here. For example, these are the scholars, let's say Catherine. So she explores, analysis reveals racial and age related differences. So she has 180,000 citations, so 361 papers, you can see. So if you just interested in her article, you could just follow her here and you will get update about her work, right? So this is a short tour of Borium AI. You will explore it further. Now let me move further so that we could see what we have other options available. The next is creating references with Zotero. Maybe you people are aware about Zotero, how we could use it. And Obsidian. Obsidian is a note-taking app which I'm using here. For example, if you want to keep your data in your laptop, so it will be saved. For example, I'm saving notes, let's say AI tools session. So I can add images, I can add text, I can convert it into the PDF. So I can do multiple tasks here. So it is, you can say it is my journal or notebook. So it will be saved for years. So once after a 5 or 10 years, so I will refer it. So I will get my work back. So it will not get wasted, right? So the Zotero, I think maybe you people know about this one. Let's see if we get a short tour about Zotero. Zotero. So this is Zotero. Zotero is very powerful in terms of getting references and citations and making notes. So if you go to Zotero and you will write notes, you could directly import your notes into your Word document. So it is effortless and systematic process. Let's say, let's say this is article and I want to get some notes from here and I will insert those notes into my Word document. For example, the researchers have presented different theories of entrepreneurship as Schumpeter in 1949 has considered the role of entrepreneur as someone who has initiated and helped sustaining process of development through. So now I know this text is about the history of entrepreneurship, right? So if I highlight this one, and now if I go to the note, I will click this one. So I will just give it a title, History of Entrepreneurship, right? So this is History of Entrepreneurship. Now I just want to add this note into my note section, which I created, head to note. So this one has been added now. So now if I come to my Word document, let's say I am writing a paper on entrepreneurship. So I will just give it a title, entrepreneurship, right? So here my first heading is history of entrepreneurship, right? So for example, I write it Joseph Escampator Pater was one of the earliest theorizer of entrepreneurship who proposed that entrepreneurs are the ones who make something new, right? So this is my claim about entrepreneurship theory. So this is Joseph Schumpeter. For example, I want to add that note here as well so that I could just get it citation from there. So I will go to Zotero and add note, right? So now select which style you want. For example, I'm choosing Harvard. So this is my note which I created in Zotero. So this is about history of entrepreneurship. If I click this one and insert it, so the note will come here, right? So this is the actual note which I have taken from PDF. Now it is in my Word document. Otherwise, you need to just copy the text and bring it back. So that is a hectic process. So you need to keep reading the particles in Zotero, keep taking notes, and you can insert all your notes in one time. So this is how you could use it. Now, for example, I want to cite this paper. Let's say who is the article. So the title is Nasser Mahmood, for example. Who says this one? So this one is about a computer, for example. I will go to add citation. So I will search Mahmood, right? So if I insert this one, so this is Mahmood, the citation is added. And now if I add references, right? So if I insert bibliography, so it will update my entire citation process. So this is the reference. So I could keep writing, keep taking notes, keep citing everything in one place. That is called Zotero. So this is what I just wanted to discuss with you. So these are some tools maybe you people know how to make drawing with the help of AI, Canva, Nano Banana, Draw This IO, and Napkin AI, Notebook LM. So we don't have enough time. Otherwise, we could also explore these. So this is the list of Chrome extension you could use in your browser to make your research process much smoother, right? So that's it from my side. Thank you, Kaiser, and thank you for listening. I'm happy to answer your question.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, actually, I mean, we our focus on the slide. It was very interesting and very helpful. I can proudly say
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is very,
Lana.
very helpful for all the learners.
Yes.
I believe that all enjoyed the section today. So if you have any question,
Okay, let's read on.
raise your hand. Mohammed Farouk, Mohammed Farouk,
Yeah.
Mom, please raise your hand so that we can give the floor one by one. Yes, if you have any question.
Yeah. So I'm trying to see my screen. I can't see it. So am
Yeah,
I still alive?
I think yeah, the screen is. I think you remove the screen. Okay, okay, no problem. We don't need the screen. Yeah.
Okay, this one, I think. Yeah,
So
this
if you
one.
have any question, yeah, please raise your hand. Okay, Mangla, yes. Okay.
Yes, Magal.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum salam.
I have a little question just to clear from you.
Yes, please.
My question is, how can AI tools support researchers in generating new research ideas without replacing critical thinking?
Yeah, that is very interesting question.
Yes,
But
sir.
in order to get new ideas, you need to explore the existing ideas, right? So sometimes we don't have enough knowledge about something, right? let's say if I am writing a research paper on roll-up AI in academic writing, I don't know about what is AI. So firstly, I need to search about AI. So this is the first thing we need to do in the first place. So there's a concept in academic writing that is called zero draft. Maybe you know about this. Zero draft mean you need to generate a text with the help of AI. For example, if I go to ChatGPT, let me share my screen again so that you could. Can I still share my screen?
Yeah. You are still as a co-host. Yeah.
Okay, so 1 minute. Where it is? Okay, so
You can share the screen, right?
yeah, okay, I can share my screen, right? So I will just select this one. So if I go to ChatGPT, let's say I say that I'm writing a paper on role of AI in academic writing, right? So I will just say generate a zero draft for me. So let's see, can we get the desired result? You can see it has just given me a basic information about what is AI, how it should be used, and how we could use AI in academic writing. So in the first place, we just need a zero draft to read about the AI, the key types of AI, and their usage in academic writing, and so on, so forth. So this is the idea draft. You will get an idea from here. Now you need to think about, for example, what has been written in the introduction. So whether these tools have been written in the introduction, whether they are ethical, whether they are effective, whether they are free. So this is all you are using your creative process now, right? So based on this initial draft, you could develop a critical analysis like this way. The next question you said that is it ethical to use AI in academic writing? Is that so? Can you further
Hello, Maula. Maula Ali.
yes.
जी सर, जी सर मास्टर साहब.
Yeah,
So
what is the next question?
what
Yes,
what,
please.
what was the second part of your question?
Second part of what are the main benefits of using AI in academic writing compared to traditional methods?
Yeah, that is also interesting. So as I suggested, the traditional method, for example, if you're writing something, you will go to Google Scholar and search. So there are millions of the papers. So you don't have enough time, you don't have enough resources, and you cannot directly download those papers. Some are highly paid. But with the help of AI, you could just get a comprehensive and to the point and a specific literature review or academic piece with authentic resources in no time. So that is the main benefit. So otherwise, you could do that work in months or the years, but with the help of AI, you could do this work in weeks or days. For example, I generated a entire paper in just 2 minutes with the help of Answer This AI, right? So you could use this paper as the guideline and you could develop on your own paper based on the initial idea and the structure, ideas connectivity and the coherence like that. I hope you are clear about this now.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And we have one more. Asim, yes, please.
Assalamualaikum, Professor.
Walaikum salam, Asim.
First of all, thank you very much. Today, this session was really unique, and thank you very much to have you honored. We are really honored to have you in our institute.
Thank you very much.
Actually, this section was really unique for us. We have experience, and we got new knowledge and new experience from this
Thank you.
section.
Thank you,
And
Asim.
I have a section, from this section we learn a lot of like AI tools name before even we don't aware that such thing
Yeah,
we
yeah.
learn from this section. So my question is, yes, we will use these kinds of AI tools, but if we use this AI, there will be any kind of risk of generating and taking idea through AI tools like Google Scholar, answer this, Pepper Pels for our academic growth.
So I couldn't got your question completely. Can you please repeat the last part? There was some your
Yeah,
voice was just sticking. I couldn't get it. The last part. Can you please repeat it?
yeah. I mean, for example, we will use, as you mentioned, a lot of AI tools. If we use this, is there will be any kind of high risk of generating and taking idea through these AI tools for our academic growth, for
High risk.
reliable
You says high risk.
Yeah, I think could you please repeat again?
Yeah, you says high risk of using these tools.
As Professor, you mentioned as a lot of AI tools
Yeah,
for our research, for our paper. If we use them for taking idea, for generating ideas, is there will
yeah.
be of high risks for using these AI tools like PaperPal, Answer This, Google for
Yeah,
credible the reader
yeah.
trust.
Yeah, very interesting question. Thank you, Asim. Actually, we have suggested the tools and we also emphasize how we could use these tools ethically. So whatever I covered in this presentation, so that was basically to let you know how we could use AI ethically. So let's say if we generated something from the answer this AI, let's say, so that was already AI generated text. So if I copy the entire document and submit to a journal, that would be unethical, right? But I said to you, you need to read that document and get inspiration, and you need to get idea what are the main component, key paragraphs, how they are connected to each other, how the arguments are developed, and how the critical analysis is added. So based on this, you are just using your own mental process and the thought process, and you are adding your own creativity. So this is how we could use AI as assistant, not as over reliance and not just capturing our entire mental process, right? So we need to just use AI as assistant, and we could develop our own work with the help of AI. So now there are multiple tools. For example, there is another website that is called Storm AI. If you type your research question, so it will generate an entire paper in 2 minutes. You will get a complete paper, but that is not your paper. That is generated by AI, right? So you need to read the paper, you need to see the structure, you need to explore the references that are connect, and you could use those authentic resources, right? But you cannot directly take A to Z from that paper into your document. You could read the paper, you could read the paragraph, you will just paraphrase it, and you could use the references and citation that is ethical. In this way, I think it is completely ethical and legal. Thank you. Any other questions?
So I think we don't have any other question. And thank you so much, Dr. Fida Ahmed. I
Hello,
mean,
hello,
it's
sir.
a very helpful
I have
question.
written a question
Uh,
here in the chat box.
okay,
Okay,
okay.
so let me check
Uh,
the comment box.
how can we use AI in academic writing if the university's policies are strict? Of course, you cannot use AI.
Yeah, so it depends on the university, but I think there are nowadays mostly universities allowing some ethical tools, legal tools. For example, Quillbot is allowed, and the Hemingway is allowed, and you could use AI generated graphs and the visuals in your paper by citing. For example, if I made a visual from AI, then I will just mention that the image reference, for example, source is, for example, napkin AI. So it is ethical, you will use it. But it depends on the university. For example, unfortunately, currently in developing economies, there is no established criteria of using AI in research. So you need to be very expert in judging the student works, right? But yeah,
Yeah.
otherwise, it is very challenging. It is very very challenging to find out a human written text or AI written text, right? But in developed economies, so they are just developing the guidelines, and even some universities are allowing AI to some extent, but they are just giving the direction. You need to use your own data, and you need to use the data with the help of AI, and you do not need to change the data, and you do not use proper citation false citation, right? So in this way, you could use it ethically. But again, it depends on the university and which university you are. But for the ethical purposes, you could use it. There is no one can bound you to use AI, right? So it is ethical. You could use it in ethical terms, and that will make your academic writing process much easier and smoother. And you will learn many things. I personally, as we mostly, I think we belong to developing economies. So our national language is different, and we are not English speakers, right? So we need to improve our writing. So with the help of AI, I personally develop my writing style. So this is another benefit. So some people say that AI is just taking our writing style and creative processing. I don't agree with this one. Although it has negative consequences, we cannot deny that one. But on the positive side, it is greater benefit than the consequences. It depends how you use it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. I think we are taking too much. It's already 2 hours now. I think we should wrap up this section. And thank you so
Okay,
much
thank
for this
you.
very helpful section. I hope all the students, and of course, there are many students left also, they can watch on the page. Of course, I'm going to publish the recorded section. Of course, they can also get a help from this section. So thank you so much, Jazakallah. So bye
No
bye,
problem. Thank
everyone.
you, Kaiser. It
Assalamualaikum.
was great honor for me to present with such a young people. So they are very energetic, and I'm really proud of them. And I hope they will be emerging research scholars, and they will contribute to their field. So thank you very
Inshallah.
much, and have a nice time, everyone. It was great talking with you.
Inshallah. Inshallah. Thank you so much again. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.